Well, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome back to another matchup of Cat Yum Cup in the round of 32 bracket. It is a very nice Sunday, just turned Sunday in the UTC time zone, and we will be having our very first Sunday matchup being, well, it's wrong on the stream, but it will be yeIo against LS Nemesis. So, it is I, your commentator, Fireman6. Pretty new to the scene, but yes, I'm here to save some lives and put out some fire. And we actually got some rolls from yeIo already, not too long ago, before the stream transition into the match. And we will be having yeIo rolling at 75 points while we wait for Nemesis to get ready and, get this match started. So, pretty sure to most people it's quite early in the morning or pretty late at night. We do have this kind of streams a decent fair bit since we have to consider time zones, and there's no roundabout way to really deal with that, especially from yeIo and Nemesis, who is on, if I'm not wrong, Canada from Nemesis side, and I forgot where yeIo lives, but it's definitely around Europe. But we do have Nemesis rolling in now, having a 41 points. So that means yeIo will be winning the row and getting the first option to either protect or ban first. So let's just wait to see what his situation is, and it will be protecting first. I'm guessing, EX1, straight off the bat, we will be having Camellia Bleed Blood, sorry, mapped by Satori Maiden being protected, and it will go right to Nemesis's protect just a short while. There's quite a few maps here that I feel like yeIo may have a higher chance in getting. Well, considering this is Seed 8 versus Seed 40, and we have known what yeIo has been able to do in multiple tournaments just recently in Abstraction Cup as well, proving to be one of the strongest and scariest Rise player in the tournament, also making some insane replay that only few people can match up during the Grand Final showcase. He made some of the replays for the Rice pick, so I feel like this is Rice versus Hybrid and Long Note oriented map. Nemesis, on the other hand, is pretty well oriented as well. He's able to play the Rice maps well alongside with the Hybrid and Long Note to a fair degree that can beat me. So that's more than enough information to tell you how good Nemesis is, even though he is at Seed 40. We will be having Long Note Tree being protected, which is Polacro mapped by CYC Fola. So we have EX1 and Long Note Tree protected. Now we will be getting into the bans. I feel like Nemesis will most likely go with either Rice 1 or Rice 2 bans, seeing that it's more catered towards yeIo, and yep, Rice 2 will be banned instantly, L for BTS. I instantly got traumatized by the word BTS, sorry, but Rice 2 will be banned. Pretty understandable, since we can't really fight ratio in this scenario against yeIo on Rice. But it also goes with yeIo in terms of long note release and coordination. We have Peach, Pit, and Cyanide, song by Millie, getting banned, and choosing Rice 5 instantaneously, Able to Love mapped by Poppy. Who knows? yeIo banning a Poppy map and choosing a Poppy map instantly. It's a banger song, and I did play test this. Wait, did I? No. I didn't play test this, but I did listen to the song just before. I just fully forgot to play test due to other matters I'm working on. Fireman6 is busy saving lives around the world, This is the only time I'm available to commentate. And without further ado, it's going to be our first map getting started really soon. Both players readied up really quickly. Not even enough time for me to have a little bit more of a chat about each player, but let's get it out of the way, shall we? This is more of a mixed Rice kind of map, as how Rice 5 would be. It's going to be a pretty slow start, but it's gonna get a little bit more tricky. This is one of the first section that's gonna get a tiny bit more tricky. Accuracy lead is currently in favor of yellow by quite a comfortable radius, with still holding above 99.90 range as we reach into the 400 combo cap, where the score is going to stabilize on both players' side, as everything you're going to get is at its maximum. Nemesis is not too far behind as well, just 15% of accuracy below yellow. Is pretty much a one-miss swing as usual. First quarter done, and the song is around 3 minutes long. It's decently length compared to our last rounds, which was just 2 minutes long or under 2 minutes. So this is definitely longer than last round of 64 Rise 5, and this shows a lot more pattern variation, as we can see. More jacks coming in, more bursts coming in terms of inner column, and just generally more finger control is needed. Both players still holding really well in terms of accuracy, not dropping much at all. Still holding above the 99.90% range is yellow, still holding it pretty comfortably. Most of the judgment coming out is the maximum counter, which is 300. While Nemesis is dropping a little bit more accuracy, down to 99.64% now. Is going to slowly stabilize as we go into one of the easiest section of the map. But still, dropping accuracy is going to be detrimental, especially you're up against yellow, who's known to be a monster at these kinds of maps. He's shown multiple times why he's able to compete with so many higher levels, and Nemesis finding 2 different drops right there, pretty big as well, dropping their accuracy down substantially to 99.31% now. It's a 0.3% drop, having a few more 200 at bat. More of the dumpy-ish section coming in, yellow still holding very comfortably. I feel like it's still a V1SS on yellow's side. This is his pick after all. He's gonna feel very comfortable with it. Nemesis finding a 3rd drop as we are entering the last quarter. I feel like this is going to be yellow's point. We are already at 32,000 score lead on yellow's favor. That break play is going to kill some motivation in Nemesis left. He's barely holding 99%. Dropping a 50 even at the Graces is just going to give the score lead towards yellow slightly more. Not only that, he's not even at the 400 combo cap yet, so score lead is going to continuously grow as we are finishing up the map on yellow's end, securing him the first point of the matchup with 38,000 score lead in his favor, closing it out with a 99.89%, a 99.90 choke. Unless he's miraculously gained back one tiny bit of accuracy, but that is not going to happen, finishing it off with a 996k, mid 996k as well, with a V1SS to finish. Better ratio, V1SS, so what can you do against this beast? Nemesis was pretty comfortable at the first half, but it seems like his reading or just sheer stamina ran out at the very end, dropping multiple misses and multiple accuracy drop, as we are inevitably seeing at the ranking panel, 16 200, 6 100, and even 250s with about 300, slightly 300 counts of differences. And we are going into Hybrid 2 instantly. And it will be The Earth, song by yeIo featuring Amelie Zozo. Most people should be familiar with who Double IL is, because they made some very recognizable songs. This song was actually used in last year's Osamania Long Note tournament in one of the bracket mapped by Imperial Trinity. So for those people who played in that tournament, they should be recognizable on what this song is. And just yeIo song in general is going to be tough to ratio or even hack, since most of the snappings is so polyrhythmic. But nothing is going to be significantly different from both players' side, as it's just some graces as we are slowly getting into one of the more dumpier sections with finger control and longer release that is really needed to cater on such a Hybrid 2 pick. Some slight accuracy lead towards the yellow. Nemesis had it for a little bit, but it's going to be trading it back quickly. 400 combo cap reached, score stabilizing. down to 99.63% from a 99.80 that Nemesis had, dropping a few more 200s. Yellow as well, not too far behind in terms of accuracy, dropping from 99.8 as well to almost 99.7, trying to get back their accuracy as fast as possible. But Nemesis here really needs to hold, finding a miss as soon as I mentioned him. Yellow finding it back, trading it. It's going to stabilize the score lead on both ends side. Nemesis does, however, find another miss, but Yellow's dropping a little bit more combo and accuracy drop. But Nemesis here having down to 99%, while Yellow apparently, despite the extra miss he had, despite the combo reset he had extra, his accuracy drop was not as detrimental compared to Nemesis. That, and it was not above the 400 combo cap, so it's not going to matter too much. 5,000 leads towards Yellow's side as of now. Last quarter map remaining. Nemesis really needs to bring back the accuracy and pray that Yellow somehow finds another drop. Nemesis finding another drop is going to be balanced in terms of trading, but this is going to be more detrimental in Nemesis' side as he finds another drop in terms of combo, another miss. His accuracy is down to 98.90%, and I don't think the last few bits of the map is going to save him from trying to get this point that he has picked in terms of the map, and it will be a finisher of 966k in Yellow's end. That was actually way closer than it is supposed to be. Both players just not getting comfortable in this map whatsoever, finding multiple drops, but in the end, Yellow stood up victorious with slightly, well, better in terms of accuracy when dropping, just not consecutive drop in a row. So that is going to give them an edge on Hybrid 2, securing them the breakpoint 2-0 while choosing Rise 1, the speed map coming in now. But yeah, with Rise 1 coming in, there should be no surprise of a Yellow comfort pick, and it will be EOS mapped by one of our lovely hosts, Bronya Zaychik, also known as Rhino. I feel like if Nemesis doesn't hold as well or just keep during the one miss range, this is going to be very hard to even come back on. The first speed section is already here, it's very quick. Nemesis finding the first early break, actually finding a miss super early on, but still before the 400 combo mark, so it's not going to be as big as compared to beyond the 400 mark, but just with Yellow holding a 99.93%, still is going to give them the big edge right off the bat, especially since Nemesis dropped an early combo reset. 99.55% on Nemesis, and while Yellow is holding a very comfortable mid 99.90%, still above the 99.9 range, and that is going to be something that should be feared on, especially it means he's just so comfortable in this kind of pattern at this BPM. Nemesis finding multiple consecutive drops yet again, not comfortable at all with this map whatsoever, keeps on missing and missing. He's just not having a good time. He's down to mid 98% range. He's just not able to find any solid grounds to work on. That's going to give a very big score margin lead towards Yellow, around 45,000 points of lead already. Nemesis is trying to get back the accuracy, but with so many misses, so many drops, and big ones at that, it's going to be very hard to even come back now. Just last quarter of the map left. That's literally impossible at this rate to get the score shrink down from 50,000. It's still growing up. More misses during the last quarter. Just Nemesis is not comfortable with Rise 1 at all. Just not comfortable with speed pattern in general. Finding more misses while Yellow's virtually running away. 99.92% still above the 99.90%. He's just running away with this pick like it's nothing. Nemesis is struggling, trying to keep up, and with the map ending, I don't think that's any miracle that's going to happen. It was already set in stone when Nemesis found the multiple drops at the first section, at the first key eye, and it will be a 997 finish. V1SS yet again from Yellow, with 128 300 count. Oh my god, Nemesis has 1-to-1 ratio in terms of in terms of PA. Are we serious? 25 228 misses. He has more misses than 200 count alone. It's literally virtually almost a 1-to-1 ratio. Not only that, the ratio differences was nowhere close, with over 300 counts of differences on the 300 judgment, while 5 100 and a few 50 will dealt him in. But this is also going to be Nemesis's pick. Feel like if he wants to be a little bit risky, he can choose to either do long note 2 or long note 3. He can be comfortable and choose long note 3, which is the map he protected, or go with long note 2, Hurricanic. Since Hybrid 1 is one of the, well, rice-oriented hybrid, but we also do have EX2 up for grab, mapped by Stereotype, Killer Neuron. And, it seems like Nemesis is going to use a timeout. We do have timeouts in this tournament per player during the play, so it seems like he's going to take a timeout, trying to get back his momentum and see what the issue was with happening on his hands. So during this timeout, let's go over on the current maps that is left available. We have Rise 4 being... I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing that, but we have Rise 4, the Jack map, available alongside with Rise 3. Those two maps are the leftover Rise that's available. Sorry, Rise 3 is the Jack map, I read it wrong, and Rise 4 is going to be the tech-ish map. I feel like for Nemesis, it's going to be very, very scary to choose either the Rise 3 or Rise 4, considering we have seen ratio dominance over the Rise pick on Yellow's end as of now. On a Hybrid 1, it's doable, despite it being Rise oriented. It is definitely a doable pick, but we do have Long Note 2 and Long Note 3 up for grabs, and pray that Yellow somehow finds a discomfort in playing either one of the Long Note map. We also have EX2 available, the Long Note oriented extra pick. And EX1, Bleed Blood, is going to be our hardest Rise pick, other than the tiebreaker Ruin and Cascade that's left on the board. It's going to be pretty risky in terms of Nemesis aside, since if he fucks up this pick of his, it's going to be 4-0 in Yellow's favor in terms of match point. So he really needs to carefully choose what map he can know for sure he can at least try and stand a chance on. For example, Long Note 3, the map he protected, Polacro, mapped by Fola, is a mix of both Long Note release and Long Note density. He can try and go for that map if he's not confident with his other picks, especially he's back into a corner. That or Hurricanic is also a possible option. To me, it feels like either one of these two is the most likely option. So after the break, after the timeout, it has finished. We'll just have to see what Nemesis' game plan is. Especially praying that his left hand doesn't have any more issues. While we are waiting for the timeout to finish, I will actually give some information on what matchups we are going to be having later on for today. So, on Sunday, currently it is almost 0 UTC. Oh, hold on a minute. Rise 3 has been chosen by Nemesis. Okay. That's a surprise, but alrighty then. I honestly felt like he may choose LN2, considering this spotlight he's on, but who knows, he may have a different game plan than we all think. But anyways, we do have a match happening at 4 UTC, being Zerkix against ZerkXU in the loser bracket, I think. I'm not too sure. We also have Matcha Latte against Lasting Diarrhea on 6 UTC. 8 UTC, we have Vayne versus Go Pop, and following up, we have so many matches for Sunday. Thankfully, we do not have any extra matches happening on, for example, Monday, and we'll be ending it off dead on Sunday, which is a good thing. It means the staffers and everyone else gets to prepare for the showcase that's going to be happening. Without further ado, the MP start command has activated, and let's get right into the matchup, shall we? Yellow against Nemesis on Rice Tree, the Jack map by Bronya Zaychik. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? Nemesis may be a Jack player. He may stand a chance. That or he just feels like he's more comfortable in playing something of this caliber as of now. But so far so good on both players' end, not dropping too much in terms of accuracy. Still above the 99.90% range, beyond the 400 combo cap now, so it's going to stabilize. Nemesis is slowly dropping down to 99.80% though, but still not too far behind from Yellow, who's alright, holding on to 99.99%. I see. Nemesis is not too far behind, getting back to the 0.91% range now, above the 0.9%, which is going to be important to hopefully wish that Yellow finds a drop or two. But oh, I did see that 100 count from Nemesis. That's going to put a dent in terms of accuracy and the score lead just slightly. 1,800 score lead towards Yellow currently. It's still very close towards each other. We are almost done with the first half. Both players holding really well. Nemesis is pretty close, getting back his accuracy despite the 100 drops. Oh my god, Yellow has finally fallen below 99.90%. I mean 99%. That's a first. But still, the accuracy is still in favor of Yellow, but any misread on a Jack pick can go to anyone's way. It's under 2,000 points, actually just slightly above 2,000 points of lead as of now as we go into the last quarter of the map left. Nemesis is able to build up their accuracy slowly, but finding even a few more accuracy drop on their end. A little bit more is going to do it, 99.73%. Yellow still holding very comfortably. First drop, first miss from Nemesis, and I think that seals the deal for Yellow. Yellow's going to run away with this map like it's nothing. 4-0 up their bat as we are slowly ending off with the map with a little bit more jacks. Nemesis finding a few more misses, and that's going to cement it. 99.50% on their end. A good valiant effort, but it was not enough against a pillar of this monster being Yellow, finishing it off with a 999k, 38,300 count. Nemesis, no 200 whatsoever, just 5 100 and 3 misses. With a when you see it. But still, this is going to be very detrimental and scary for Nemesis. It's match point for Yellow, 4-0. Not only that, Yellow has chosen EX1, and that is Yellow's Protect. With EX1 coming on board is, well, the hardest Rice in this pool, even if we include the Rice picks. This is going to definitely test skill cap a little bit, especially on Nemesis' side, since we've been seeing so many drops on Nemesis. Maybe it's due to hand issue, or just not properly comfortable with the map, or just playing as of now. And yeah, it is a really hard 4.5 star rating. This being a 4.5 star is complete bull. Don't trust what the star rating says. Mania star rating is completely messed up. And this is also going to be an OD8, so it's going to be pretty hard. But without further ado, both players has ready up, and it seems like the MP start command will start anytime soon, getting ready into the matchup, and here we go. Let's get right into EX1. This is going to be Yellow's pick, his Protect as well against Nemesis, who's been struggling to keep up with Yellow as of now, especially in terms of Rice that we've been seeing, finding multiple drops and ratio differences. Maybe it's due to his hand issue or not having a good day, or just mainly Yellow's too pure dominance in this maps, honestly. But here we go. Let's get out with some braces. The map is not going to truly come in unless we get the drop. We do have some chills coming in already, so that's going to test how comfortable you are with alternating between, I guess, flowy dump and burst with trilling. More anchors coming in as well. 400 combo has reached. Both Yellow and Nemesis holding very close next to each other. Not too far behind in terms of accuracy. More Doritos pattern. Yes, I call those Doritos because, you know, it looks like a Dorito. Column 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, however you want to put it. This drop section is actually not going to be... It's not going to be too detrimental or hard since the rhythm and sense is pretty easy to do to read, but Nemesis does find the first miss yet again. Down to 99.62%, substantially down compared to Yellow, who's still holding off onto the full combo, and somehow, one way or another, has climbed his accuracy up to 99.90% almost. Nemesis really needs to pray that Yellow finds big, massive drops on their end to even stand a chance right now. He's going to slowly get back his accuracy on Nemesis's end up to 99.70% now, but we still have a lot of map to go through. We have 2/3 of the map left, finding another miss on Nemesis's side on the quads as well. That's going to reset his combo counter yet again, just right after reaching the 400 combo cap as well to stop the balancing off the score lead going towards Yellow, but it's going to keep on growing ever so slightly while Nemesis is going back up to the combo cap. 11,000 points lead towards Yellow as of now, getting his accuracy all the way up to 99.90%, just finding the most comfortable time of his life, ratioing these kinds of pattern like it's nothing. We are also done with the first half as well. We still have one more half of the map left. Anything can still happen on Yellow's end to even swing this lead. And we are getting into one of our drops yet again. And here we go. This is one of the more jack-based drop we will be getting with some pattern variation and trilling. Nemesis is holding on to 99.68%, seemingly to having get back his accuracy out by a little. Yellow finding the first combo break, but that was a very clean combo break as well. His accuracy is not going to falter as much. Same with the score. It's going to be at 7,000 lead towards Yellow as we are going into the last quarter soon. Nemesis is comfortable with his combo currently, seemingly having get back his momentum. But still, he needs a miracle to happen to have this swing towards his side. Percy check on those people using Percy. And it seems like none of these two players used Percy. And that's how you know if someone's using Percy or not. Just a little bit more map left to go. We are ending it off. Yellow still has the advantage. Accuracy advantage. Score lead advantage. If nothing's done, Nemesis finding another miss at the end, and I think that basically seals it. Just a little bit more trills and greases to go along and a little bit more jacks. And that will be it. Yellow will be closing it out with a 99.87%. Despite finding one miss, it was such a clean miss that it doesn't matter. And it didn't bother his accuracy at all. Finishing it off with a 992k. It was a V1SS choke with a miss as well. Nemesis, on the other hand, finding more miss count. 1-to-1 ratio with 200 count as well. Ratio just slightly worse compared to Yellow. Very hard to even come back from that. Maybe if he did not miss on Nemesis' side, this could have been it for Nemesis to get that point with that Yellow miss. But what's done is done, and it's going to be a 5-0 sweep on Yellow's end. This is the winner's bracket, so Nemesis is going to be knocked down to the loser bracket. Still not out of the tournament yet. He still has one more lifeline up for grabs. And with that, it will be Yellow proceeding to the next bracket in round of 16 in the winner's side. That was one heck of a dominance we've seen. Sure, Nemesis also put up such a good effort against such a strong opponent, Seed 8. it was just not enough, and we'll be seeing yellow against Ida. This is going to be a very interesting one. Unitori or Elik in the next matchup. That's going to be very, very interesting. And it's actually going to be Unitori we are going to see facing yellow for round of 16, since, well, the bracket is not updated. And Unitori, would you guess, is seed number 9. We will be having seed 8 against seed 9 so early on round of 16 already. So do stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Nemesis will be knocked down to, let's see what the losers of 51 is. They will be facing either just some guy 97 or Ren Bird on round of 16. So that's going to be interesting, like usual. But pretty sure that's it for this matchup. We have another one in a few more hours time. So yes, the stream will be cut off for once, because, you know, Jugemu just drags it. We love you, Jugemu. But that will be it for this matchup. The next match that is going to be happening will be at 4 UTC, ZerqX against ZerqXU, but that is actually not going to be streamed. The next match that will be streamed is actually by Jugemu yet again on 6 UTC, Matcha Latte against Lasting Diarrhea. What a username, am I right? But anyway, with that out of the way, it is your commentator, not messing around anymore. It is your commentator, Adam Ackerville, also known as Adam Yuki, going to be signing off for today, and we'll potentially see you guys in future matchup for this week. See you guys later.